Ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about something that governs much of our lives: money. It's not just paper, digits on a screen, or a medium of exchange. It's a reflection of discipline, value, and responsibility. And the way we handle money is often a mirror of our mental and emotional strength. Mentally strong people have a profound respect for money, understanding it as a tool rather than a master. This mindset is fundamental and shapes every other financial decision they make. To grasp this, consider what money truly represents. It's not just a collection of numbers in your bank account or pieces of paper in your wallet. Money is a medium of exchange, yes, but it's also a proxy for value: your time, effort, and choices distilled into a tangible form. Recognizing this shifts your perspective. You see money not as an end goal, but as a means to navigate life with intention. When people start treating money as their master, they fall into a dangerous cycle. They begin to define their self-worth by their net worth. The size of their bank account becomes a metric for their value as a human being. This is a perilous road because money, by its very nature, is fluid. It comes and goes. Tying your identity to something so volatile is like building a house on quicksand, unstable and unsustainable. Mentally strong individuals resist this. They don't allow their financial highs to inflate their egos or their financial lows to shatter their confidence. They remind themselves constantly that money is a tool, nothing more and nothing less. This detachment from money as a source of identity allows mentally strong people to approach it rationally rather than emotionally. They can make financial decisions based on logic and long-term vision instead of fear, greed, or the need for validation. Think about how many people spend money they don't have, buying things they don't need to impress people who don't care. It's a common trap, and it stems from misunderstanding money's role. Mentally strong individuals see through this illusion. They don't view money as a ticket to status or popularity. They see it as a resource to be managed wisely. But this doesn't mean they devalue money or treat it lightly. Quite the opposite. Because they respect money as a tool, they handle it with care and precision. They take the time to learn how it works, how to earn it effectively, and how to make it grow. They understand that, like any tool, money has the potential to build or destroy depending on how it's used. A hammer can construct a house, but it can also tear it down. Money is no different. It can create opportunities, provide security, and enable generosity, or it can lead to stress, conflict, and regret. The difference lies in how you wield it. This respect also manifests in the way mentally strong people set boundaries around their financial behavior. They are deliberate about where their money goes because they understand that every dollar is a decision. Each purchase, investment, or act of giving reflects their values and priorities. This clarity helps them avoid impulsive spending and waste. They don't chase trends or fall for marketing tactics designed to trigger emotional buying. Instead, they align their financial choices with their goals and principles. Their spending is intentional, not reactive. Moreover, respecting money as a tool means understanding its limitations. Mentally strong people don't buy into the myth that money alone can solve all problems or guarantee happiness. But they know that while money can provide comfort and security, it cannot fill emotional voids or create meaning in life. They approach money with a balanced mindset, appreciating its importance without overestimating its power. This balance protects them from the relentless pursuit of wealth for wealth's sake, a pursuit that often leads to emptiness and burnout. The respect mentally strong people have for money also extends to the effort required to earn it. They don't take shortcuts or look for easy wins. They understand that the value of money is directly tied to the value they create. This principle drives them to work hard, develop skills, and contribute meaningfully to their professions or businesses. They see their earnings not as a stroke of luck, but as a reflection of their dedication and effort. This perspective instills a sense of pride and accountability in their financial lives. Another critical aspect of respecting money as a tool is the way mentally strong people view risk. They recognize that managing money involves a degree of uncertainty, but they don't shy away from it. Instead, they educate themselves and make calculated decisions. Whether it's investing in the stock market, starting a business, or saving for the future, they approach risk with a combination of caution and confidence. They don't gamble recklessly, but they also don't let fear paralyze them. This balanced approach to risk-taking ensures they maximize their financial potential without jeopardizing their stability. Finally, mentally strong people use money as a tool to achieve freedom from financial stress, freedom to pursue their passions, and freedom to help others. This is the ultimate goal. They don't accumulate money for the sake of accumulation, they do it to create choices and opportunities. They understand that financial security is not about hoarding wealth, but about empowering themselves and those around them. This perspective transforms money from a source of anxiety into a source of empowerment. In the end, respecting money as a tool means mastering it, not being mastered by it. It's about maintaining control over your financial life rather than letting it control you. This is the foundation of financial strength and, more importantly, mental strength. When you view money this way, you free yourself from its grip and learn to use it wisely, purposefully, and effectively. Mentally strong people live within their means because they understand the profound power of restraint. This principle may seem simple, but in practice it demands discipline, foresight, and the ability to resist societal pressures. In a world that glorifies instant gratification and measures success by material possessions, choosing to live within your means is both a financial and a psychological triumph. At its core, living within your means is about balance. It's about ensuring that what goes out doesn't exceed what comes in. This isn't merely about budgeting or arithmetic. It's a mindset. It's a deliberate choice to prioritize long-term stability over short-term satisfaction. Mentally strong people recognize that financial freedom is not about how much you earn, but how wisely you manage what you have. You can earn a fortune and still feel trapped if your expenses constantly outpace your income. Conversely, even a modest income can create a life of peace and abundance if managed carefully. One of the critical reasons mentally strong individuals live within their means is their understanding of the emotional and mental toll of financial stress. Debt, overspending, and the constant chase for more can weigh heavily on a person's psyche. The fear of not being able to pay bills, the anxiety of mounting credit card balances, and the burden of financial insecurity can rob people of peace of mind. Mentally strong people know this, and they guard against it by practicing restraint. They would rather live modestly with financial security than extravagantly with constant worry. Living within your means also requires saying no to the temptation of instant gratification. This is where mental strength truly shines. Our culture often pushes us to spend now and worry later. Credit cards, buy now, pay later schemes, and the endless stream of advertisements encourage us to indulge immediately, promising happiness and fulfillment through material purchases. But mentally strong individuals see through this illusion. They understand that real contentment doesn't come from the fleeting pleasure of acquiring more stuff, but from the stability and freedom that comes with financial prudence. This mindset allows them to resist societal pressures to keep up with the Joneses. They are not swayed by the need to appear wealthy or successful in the eyes of others. They recognize that appearances are often deceptive. Many people who seem prosperous are living on the edge, drowning in debt to maintain a facade. Mentally strong people refuse to fall into this trap. They focus on their own goals and priorities rather than competing with others. They know that true wealth isn't about flaunting it, it's about living with intention and peace. Living within one's means doesn't mean deprivation. It doesn't mean denying yourself every pleasure or luxury. Instead, it means making intentional choices about where your money goes. Mentally strong people differentiate between needs and wants. They prioritize necessities like housing, food, healthcare, and savings while carefully considering discretionary spending. When they do indulge, it's done mindfully and within the boundaries of their budget. They savor these moments because they know they can afford them without jeopardizing their financial health. Another critical aspect of this principle is the ability to prepare for the unexpected. Mentally strong people understand that life is unpredictable. Emergencies happen: medical bills, car repairs, job losses. By living within their means, they create room in their budget to save for these inevitabilities. They build emergency funds, not because they expect the worst, but because they know that preparation provides peace of mind. When the unexpected strikes, they are ready, and this readiness protects them from the cascading stress that financial crises can bring. Living within your means also fosters a sense of self-control and empowerment. It shifts the narrative from being reactive to proactive. Mentally strong individuals don't let their finances dictate their choices. Instead, they take charge. They are intentional with their money, allocating it toward their goals and values. This proactive approach creates a sense of ownership and confidence. They are not at the mercy of their finances, they are in control. This principle extends beyond individual finances. Mentally strong people apply the same mindset to larger decisions, such as purchasing a home or taking on loans. They don't overextend themselves for a bigger house or a flashier car. They calculate what they can truly afford, considering not just the initial cost but the long-term implications. They weigh the risks and benefits and make decisions that align with their financial reality, not their desires or societal expectations. Perhaps the most profound benefit of living within one's means is the freedom it creates. By avoiding debt and overspending, mentally strong people free themselves from the cycle of financial anxiety. They are not beholden to creditors or enslaved by the need to maintain an unsustainable lifestyle. This freedom allows them to focus on what truly matters, building meaningful relationships, pursuing their passions, and contributing to their communities. Living within your means is not a restriction, it's a pathway to abundance. It's about creating a life where your resources support your goals rather than limit them. It's about recognizing that true wealth is not about having more but needing less. By embracing this principle, mentally strong people build a foundation of stability and peace, one choice at a time. They prove that financial strength begins with mental strength and that the greatest luxury of all is freedom. Mentally strong people understand the profound importance of investing in themselves first. This isn't just about setting aside a portion of their income for savings or retirement, although that's certainly part of it. It's a much deeper principle. It's about recognizing that the greatest asset they will ever have is their own potential. They see themselves as the engine of their future success, and they treat that engine with the care and respect it deserves. Everything else, career growth, financial stability, even personal fulfillment, flows from this foundational belief. Investing in yourself begins with education, and not just formal education. Mentally strong people are lifelong learners. They never stop seeking knowledge, whether it's through books, courses, mentorship, or real-world experiences. They understand that the world is constantly changing, and staying static is a recipe for obsolescence. To thrive, they know they must adapt, and adaptation comes from growth. They don't see learning as a one-time activity, but as a lifelong commitment. This is why they are always sharpening their skills, broadening their perspectives, and deepening their understanding of the world around them. They also recognize the value of specialized knowledge. In today's economy, being a generalist can only take you so far. Mentally strong people focus on developing expertise in areas that align with their passions and goals. They invest time and resources into mastering their craft, understanding that true excellence creates opportunities and attracts rewards. This pursuit of mastery isn't driven solely by financial gain, but by a desire to maximize their potential and make meaningful contributions to their field. But education is just one piece of the puzzle. Mentally strong people also invest in their physical and mental health, recognizing that a sharp mind and a strong body are essential for long-term success. They understand that without energy, focus, and resilience, even the best laid plans can falter, so they prioritize exercise, nutrition, and rest. They make choices that support their well-being, knowing that these habits pay dividends in the form of sustained productivity and a better quality of life. Their mental health receives equal attention. They practice self-awareness, identifying stressors and developing strategies to manage them effectively. This might mean seeking therapy, practicing mindfulness, or simply taking time to reflect. They understand that mental strength is not about suppressing emotions or avoiding vulnerability, but about building the capacity to navigate challenges with clarity and grace. They see emotional well-being as a critical investment, not an optional luxury. Another crucial way mentally strong people invest in themselves is by cultivating relationships and networks. They understand that no one achieves success in isolation. Relationships are resources, sources of knowledge, inspiration, and opportunity. They surround themselves with people who challenge them to grow, who support their ambitions, and who share their values. They seek out mentors and peers who can offer guidance, encouragement, and constructive feedback. They know that investing in these connections is an investment in their own growth. Time management is another key area where mentally strong people prioritize themselves. They recognize that time is a finite resource more valuable than money. While money can be earned, saved, or invested, time is spent whether you use it wisely or not. Mentally strong individuals are deliberate about how they allocate their time, ensuring that it aligns with their goals and values. They set boundaries, learn to say no, and avoid distractions that don't serve their purpose. This discipline allows them to focus their energy on activities that yield the greatest returns. Financially, the principle of paying yourself first plays a significant role. Mentally strong people don't wait to see what's left over at the end of the month to save or invest. They make these actions a priority, treating them as non-negotiable expenses. They understand that wealth building isn't about luck or windfalls, but about consistent, disciplined action over time. By prioritizing their own future, they ensure that they are prepared for opportunities and resilient against challenges. However, investing in oneself isn't just about tangible skills or financial growth, it's also about fostering a mindset of confidence and self-worth. Mentally strong people believe in their ability to learn, adapt, and overcome obstacles. This belief drives their willingness to take risks, whether it's starting a new venture, pursuing a dream, or making a significant life change. They understand that failure is not the opposite of success, but a stepping stone toward it. This mindset allows them to embrace challenges as opportunities for growth rather than threats to their self-esteem. They also understand that investing in themselves benefits not only their own lives, but the lives of those around them. When they grow stronger, more capable, and more fulfilled, they have more to give to their families, their communities, and their workplaces. They see personal development not as a selfish endeavor, but as a way to increase their capacity to contribute. This broader perspective motivates them to continue growing, even when it's difficult or uncomfortable. At its core, investing in yourself first is an act of self-respect. It's a recognition that you are worth the effort, the time, and the resources it takes to grow. Mentally strong people understand that they are their own greatest asset, and they treat themselves accordingly. This is not an overnight process, nor is it a one-time event. It's a lifelong commitment to becoming the best version of oneself, one step at a time. By making this commitment, mentally strong people set themselves up for success in every area of life, proving that the most valuable investment you can make is the one you make in yourself. Mentally strong people avoid emotional spending because they understand the hidden dangers of using money as a way to cope with feelings. They recognize that emotional spending, while often providing a temporary sense of relief or gratification, ultimately leads to long-term financial and psychological consequences. By mastering their emotions and building self-awareness, they are able to resist the lure of impulsive purchases, ensuring that their financial decisions align with their goals and values. At its root, emotional spending stems from a desire to fill a void or soothe a discomfort. For some, it's a response to stress, sadness, or boredom. For others, it might be a reward after a tough day or an attempt to boost self-esteem. Advertisers and marketers understand this deeply, crafting messages designed to tap into emotions and create a perceived connection between spending and happiness. Mentally strong people see through this manipulation. They understand that no product or service can permanently solve emotional challenges. True fulfillment and well-being cannot be bought. They must be cultivated from within. Avoiding emotional spending starts with self-awareness. Mentally strong people take the time to understand their emotional triggers. They notice patterns in their behavior, identifying moments when they feel most tempted to spend impulsively. Is it after a difficult day at work? During moments of loneliness? Or when comparing themselves to others on social media? By pinpointing these triggers, they gain the clarity needed to break the cycle. They replace automatic reactions, reaching for their wallet or clicking add to cart, with deliberate actions, such as taking a pause to reflect on their feelings. One strategy mentally strong individuals use to combat emotional spending is practicing mindfulness. When they feel the urge to make an unnecessary purchase, they stop and ask themselves a series of questions. Why do I want to buy this? What am I hoping it will accomplish? Is there another way to address the emotion I'm feeling? This pause creates space for reflection and helps separate genuine needs from fleeting desires. Over time, this habit builds resilience, making it easier to resist the pull of emotional spending. Another tool in their arsenal is setting clear financial goals. Mentally strong people understand the power of having a purpose for their money. Whether it's saving for a house, building an emergency fund, paying off debt, or investing in education, these goals provide a sense of direction. When temptations arise, they remind themselves of their larger objectives. This clarity helps them prioritize long-term success over short-term gratification. Emotional purchases lose their appeal when viewed through the lens of these broader aspirations. Budgeting also plays a crucial role. Mentally strong individuals create budgets not as restrictive rules but as empowering frameworks. They allocate money for necessities, savings, and even planned indulgences, ensuring that their spending aligns with their priorities. By doing so, they reduce the likelihood of impulsive decisions. When a desire to spend emotionally arises, they can quickly assess whether it fits within their budget. If it doesn't, they have the discipline to say no, knowing that sticking to their plan brings them closer to their goals. Importantly, mentally strong people don't rely on willpower alone. They recognize that environments play a significant role in shaping behavior. To avoid emotional spending, they take proactive steps to limit temptations. This might mean unsubscribing from promotional emails, avoiding browsing shopping websites when bored, or leaving credit cards at home during particularly stressful days. By creating an environment that supports mindful spending, they make it easier to stay on track. In addition to addressing spending habits, mentally strong people focus on healthier ways to cope with emotions. Instead of shopping to boost their mood or distract themselves, they turn to activities that truly nourish their well-being. Exercise, journaling, meditation, spending time with loved ones, or pursuing hobbies are all examples of constructive outlets. These activities not only address the underlying emotion but also build resilience and satisfaction in ways that purchases never could. They also practice gratitude as a way to combat the urge to spend unnecessarily. Mentally strong people regularly take stock of what they already have, recognizing the abundance in their lives. This practice shifts their focus from what's lacking to what's fulfilling. Gratitude helps them see through the illusion that a new purchase will make them happier or more complete. It anchors them in the present, reducing the desire to chase fleeting pleasures. Mentally strong people also cultivate patience. They understand that waiting before making a purchase often reveals its true necessity or lack thereof. If they still want an item after a day, a week, or even a month, they know it's more likely to be a deliberate decision rather than an emotional impulse. This simple habit of delaying gratification helps them avoid unnecessary expenses and ensures that their spending reflects genuine needs or well-thought-out desires.